What's going on, guys? Hey, I want to come back to you. And I wanted to bring you a video about Michelle Obama. Now, Michelle Obama started a podcast back a few weeks ago. And again, it's going apparently pretty bad. Um, and man, I know they said that Michelle Obama is popular, but I don't really believe she is. I really don't. I think she is within a certain demographic, and again, liberal women, liberal black women, and gay liberal men. I mean, really, this I think it's pretty much about it. Um, again, not too popular, but you know, um, now Michelle says that black women, on the whole, they're they don't share their pain, their struggles. They don't share them. They like to remain quiet, stoic. And they're really talking about their pain. Um, yeah, yeah. Again, I think I've said this a few times before. I grew up in the South, and I still live there now. But I grew up in the South, and I grew up around a lot of black people, black women in general. Um, and I don't think I've ever been around a black woman that doesn't like to talk about herself and talk about her pain. I mean, really, I've never met a more a more narcissistic, in general, group of people. Again, man, over the last so many years, man, I think LGBTQ people, whatever plus, yeah, they kind of they give them a run for their money. But black women, black straight women, I mean, again, I can't think of any other main demographic that comes close. I mean, maybe women in general, and maybe black men are getting closer. But yeah, but I wanted to show you this clip of her talking, and then I'm going to react to it.
We grew up with women who weren't voicing the pain and the burden. They made it look easy. And when you make stuff look easy, people assume that you must like this.
Yeah.
It's okay with you, right?
Right.
We don't articulate as Black women our pain because it's almost like nobody ever gave us permission to do that.
And does anyone care?
Yeah, there's
Will
that.
they care?
There's that
we
part.
knew, I think we would care. If we knew. If we knew.
Or, yeah, and we have to ask ourselves, the men in our lives is, why wait to be asked? It seems like what we go through is pretty obvious. I mean, maybe we're not complaining, but we're actually living life out loud.
I think black women complain the most of any other group I've heard. Black women, I mean, again, you know what's wrong with a black woman. She'll tell you what's wrong. You don't have to ask. Again, saying that nobody cares and nobody asks or whatever. Now, I will say that, probably not a whole lot of people really do care. But black women they've jumped ahead. They've jumped ahead of everyone else. They say you're going to listen to what I had to say. And if you don't, oh my God. And again, now with the super woke stuff and everything else, again, you got to hear the black woman's pain and the black man's pain. And, you got to hear it. And if you don't take your time and pretend to care, you're a racist. It's like, how narcissistic can one person be? I mean, seriously, because the fact of the matter is, we truly have to understand. Michelle Obama is extraordinarily wealthy. I mean, again, she can do whatever the hell she wants. Whatever the hell she wants. Again, her and Barack Obama, they got a book deal for both of them together, but I think it was for like $65 million. Again, their net worth was somewhere, they said, in the range of like $75 million. And I'm sure it's more than that. But it's like, my God, you live in a mansion in Martha's Vineyard. I mean, think about that for a minute. You live in a mansion in Martha's Vineyard, but yet you're telling people that, again, nobody cares about your pain. Nobody, you live this oppression as a black woman, and nobody really truly cares about your pain. I don't understand where she would have any kind of delusion that she has it more difficult than anyone else. As a matter of fact, her white friends, again, they have it so much worse than what she has. Even her well-to-do boyfriends. Again, we have to truly be honest. This woman is insane. I mean, she is absolutely insane. Think that she is oppressed in any way. And the thing is that people don't listen to her pain. I want to hear it. And again, that number one, anyone ought to listen to your whining and complaining. Anyone. Again, that's what you pay a therapist for. When I think of the most stoic type people, I don't think of black women. I don't. Again, black women, they are ranked down there at the bottom. The absolute bottom. They are, it's all about them. It's all about them. And again, you better listen to them. If you don't listen to them, they get mad, they get upset. Because again, they've had it so hard because of racism. Because of, again, they're oppressed. Slavery. You gotta forgive me. You got to be kidding me. And then her brothers out there like, well, if we knew, we would care. You wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. I mean, you pretend to care, in order to get the love and affection, or what you think is love and affection from them. But again, then they don't care. And these women, they're not oppressed. And I gotta be honest with you guys. I think overall women believe they're oppressed. And women can say whatever they want. All women. but especially black women, they can say what they want. And again, nobody better question what they're saying. If they question it, they're being racist, they're being bigoted. They can't. You just gotta accept it. I understand. Yeah, wow. That sounds rough. That sounds hard. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Guys, I'm going to play the rest of the video. It's on about a minute more, if that. Watch.
Turn that cycle on its head.
Yes.
And we have to talk about our stresses openly, you know. And also, as Black women, we are so easily labeled as angry and bitter. I see the difference in some of my white female friends. I see a lightness, an ability to be in the world and see what's going on, but still be not as burdened about it as I think I am. You know, I think that what I see happen in the news, you know, the assault on immigration rights, the challenges that face our community, the inequality, I think it burns at me in a different way.
Because it affects you.
Yeah.
It affects your children.
Yeah.
It affects you.
Yeah.
You know, guys, man, again, black women are some of the most privileged people on the face of this planet at present. They truly are. Again, they can say far more than anyone else and get away with it. Again, people allow black women to say pretty much whatever they want to say. Now, have white men do the same thing, and they laugh at them. You know, again, somebody who's not allowed to express their feelings over something. It's white men, Asian men, probably even more so. But in this country, definitely white men. And, you know, again, she was saying that that her white friends, they have a lightness about them. They're not so bogged down by whatever. And again, yeah, they're not taught that anger is good. A lot of them. They're not taught that anger is good. They're taught that if you want to change something in your life, go out there and change it. Do something. Do something different than before. But don't blame everyone else for your problems. And again, that's what's going on with black women. They're blaming everyone else for their problems. And the problems is inside of them. They are their own problem. And the more you complain, and the more you blame, the more you think your problem is out there. And the more you think, oh, somebody else is to blame for your problem. Because somebody else is at fault for your problem. And again, if they're at fault, then you can't do anything to fix it, can you? And that's what a lot of black women are. They believe they're oppressed. They believe that they can't have whatever because of the color of their skin. But a part of them also knows that they have the unique ability to complain to everyone about that. And people got to listen. Because if they don't, then guess what? They're racist. They're bigoted. So again, they better listen. They better hear what they had to say. And then she was talking about inequality. There's no such thing now as inequality between the races. None. Again, you're a rich, rich, rich woman worth about $100 billion. You got a 7,000 square foot mansion in Martha's Vineyard. You can do whatever you want. Your husband was the president of the United States. And yes, he was half white, but the world saw him as black because the black community said he was black. You know, the fact of the matter is, we have truly got to recognize that black women are just entitled. They're entitled, spoiled brats who believe that they're oppressed. They believe that things are unequal. And the reason why they suffer is because they're taught to be angry. The anger is good. And the source of their problem, of all the problems, is out there. Inside of them. And that's what the tragedy really is. Guys, man, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks. You son of a.